Please put your hands together for Mr. Mark A. Taylor.
It already got funny. What's up, you guys? How you doing? How you doing tonight? How's everyone? I think I have a little reverb. That's cool. Let's warm it up here. Everyone just give me your best laugh. I just want like the whole audience to just like test the waters. Like, go ahead, just go for it. Yes, video guys, that is the default. Okay, my ass is covered for the rest of the night. Thank you so much. You just got catfished. Boom! There you go, Bane. I learned tonight. Okay, hello, my name is Mark. Yes, I like to do stand-up. I was like, fuck, I'm following the dude that makes me just want to like grab my girlfriend and say, let's go away. Let's go somewhere that I can't afford. I've got a credit card and it's not maxed out yet. But yeah, I want you guys to get to know me a little bit. So I want you to know some of my habits, some of the things that make me me. Like, for instance, I want to know if I can relate to anyone here. It's weird doing this and talking. I want to address everybody. I make friends with cars on the interstate. So a couple of you guys are like, me too. But that is legitimately like how it works for me. Like, I'm just driving along, and if a car's been with me for long enough, I have an affinity for them now. I'm like, oh, 30 miles, white sedan? We've come so far. Jeez. But then, you got to have drama in any relationship. So I'm just like, oh, you're going to cut me off? Yeah? You like driving by that truck that's got a bigger, meatier engine? Yeah, that's fine. And then it takes an exit, and I'm just like, come back. But that's just me, guys. It keeps me awake while I'm driving, and it's cheaper than cocaine. Speaking of cocaine, one person's like, I know what you're talking about. I'm not buying. Don't assume things yet. I have one anecdote. Another awesome comedian in town, Caroline Schmidt. She mentioned one time that Boar's Head seems like the place, the bar that is like only good for doing overpriced cocaine, and I tend to agree with her on that with a personal experience. So one night, some friends of mine from out of town, they wanted to go out on a slow Monday. I totally agreed. We ended up going to the Boar's Head. There was nobody there. Then all of a sudden I bump into this guy at the bar, and he's just like, hey, don't I know you? And I'm like, maybe. And he's like, oh yeah, you like pizza, right? And in retrospect, I'm realizing that's like a one-liner for a pedophile, but like college aged. By the way, that it just like got my attention. I was mid-conversation. It was like, yes, I do. What are we talking about here? Because I just want him to be like, here you go, man. And it was Bill Murray. No one believes me. But no, really, he actually asked me that, and I was like, yeah, obviously, you make a lot of friends. And he was like, because I work at Your Pie. I recognize you. And I was like, oh, nice. And since we were both drunk, we became best friends. So that's how that happened. But then, like, without any further ado, he immediately, he looks at me, and then just, so, you want to ski the slopes? And me not having any idea, like I've never been in on the drug jargon, so I just like look him square in the eye and I'm like, do you mean do cocaine? Sure, yeah. I'd never had before, and so like a spy with top secret information and irritable bowel syndrome, he said, meet me in the bathroom. So we go into the bathroom, and then right when we go into us stall together, I'm like, oh, dude, don't ask me to blow you. I'm thinking that now. I'm like, he's offering me drugs, and he didn't ask for money. I'm just like, And so like while he's there, like in the milliseconds that like before he turns around with whatever he's holding, I'm just like, don't ask me to blow you, don't ask me to blow you, don't ask me to blow you. And so I'm thinking up a polite way of like turning down giving a stranger fellatio. But luckily he beats me to it by pulling out the cocaine. So it was, I was never more relieved to be like, that's illegal, but yes. And so then he asks for my keys. He asks for my keys to do it, and I'm like, I thought this was your thing. Why? I didn't think I needed to bring anything but my nose to this. I'm very confused. But in my mind's eye, I envisioned a little square mirror and a $100 bill that we were gonna roll up and just Donald Trump the night away. It would have been great. But yeah, no. So like he gets like a healthy scooping of like if you were in Ben and Jerry's and like you got to do the free scoop, like you never knew physics and geometry more than you when you're like, all right, I get to do the free scoop. Here we go. Okay, don't let it break. Don't let it break. Bring it up. Okay, slower. There it is. So I'm like, dude, this is my first rodeo. Please take a little off the top. So he obliges, and I snort it. And I take a bump. I can say that now, considering I'm in the club. And then, just like pot smokers, I found out that people who do coke have the same annoying little tips and tricks. It's because he was just like, all right, okay, so to get the full effect of it, you gotta go. To really open up your sinuses, you get way high. Then I became painfully aware that we were two dudes standing in one stall in a puddle of piss. It's not what I imagined my first time to be like, guys. I'm sure some of you can relate. Yeah. But yeah, that was my cocaine story. I hope you have had a better one. But yeah, let's see. I want to also tell you more about me. I also like to work out on occasion. One guy. I heard someone go. Fuck that person. But yeah, that's half the time. The other half of the time, I'm like trying to become one with the couch. Like just like I want to like be a part of it and like never see anyone ever again, and just like have my Netflix and my Hulu and just reach the zenith of comfort. So what I zenith. So was that what you're? I gotta know. Was that okay? So what I worked out in my mind brain was it would be awesome, you know how they have like pull-out beds. It'd be cool if someone made a pull-out gym. You know what I mean? I would develop my own method for it. I'd call it the pull-out method. And I would market it mostly to absent fathers. Don't make fun of absent fathers. They're a good bunch. Who are you people? Oh, you're them. Hey, pull-out method, $99.99, 5 easy payments. Okay, all right. Don't feel bad. Okay, all right. We're just gonna move on from that. I see where we got touchy. You had me at don't suck his dick, but dads. Anyways, I wanna. Okay, let's talk about Vegas. Someone was going to. I was in Las Vegas actually on business, or trying to be on business. So please hire me, people. Strip club. No, never mind. I'm kidding. But so I found myself in Vegas, and I'm just walking down the strip, enjoying the sights. When you got to watch your six in Vegas, because there was this guy who just completely out of my periphery. Like I did not see him, and he made his way all the way to like his mouth was right at my ear, and he was just like, "Hey man, you want to motorboat some titties tonight?" Oh, at that point I got the I got the fear shrivel. Guys, you know what I'm talking about. Ladies, you might too. I was just like, oh, whoa, like immediately, I just didn't know what to say. Because it's just like, what do you say to that? Like, whose like job outline was like, I'm gonna sneak up to them and like sell everything without them seeing my face or shaking my hand? Because like anything that you pitched at me, like sneaking up to my ear and whispering it is probably not gonna go over well. Like he could have been like, hey man, you wanna buy some Girl Scout cookies? The local troopers almost met their goal, and every little bit counts. Still wouldn't have been great for me, but I just recently watched the movie The Revenant, so I was just like, don't move. If he's like a bear, he'll lose interest. Which luckily he did, because I was prepared to piss myself. Because that's another way to ward off bears, FYI. Which wouldn't have gone over well. I'm glad I didn't piss myself, because I would have had to go back to the hotel room with the 6 other guys in the hotel room. None of us obviously could afford a loan. And they would just be like, hey, Mark, what's up? Did you piss yourself? Oh, yeah, man. What happens in Vegas? No, I don't come here for the booze or the gambling. I'm just looking for a place where I can urinate on myself in public and not be judged. Oh, that's me. That's Mark. Once again. I have a very strong bladder. I want you guys to take that away. I don't actually. Okay, moving on. Is anyone okay? I wanna put some feelers out again. Is anyone Catholic in the audience, or was raised Catholic? Let me clarify. If you're still, yeah, there you go. I found a few. They're like, still no. I grew up, and it's 2016. But I want to impart upon you guys how I think the Catholic Church must look really good for people with like sort of cultist personality in a way, because when I was a kid, I felt like I was one step away from a mass suicide. Like my parents could have been like, it's this Sunday, and I've been like, well, okay. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, juice. But like in reality, you're sitting in the pew, and the priest is reading where are you guys going? Fuck. Oh, okay. I need everyone here. But yeah, fuck, where was I? Damn it! Why'd you have to be cold? We all are. So anyways, the priest will be up there reading the homily, which is just his commentary on the Bible, and he'll say something like this. So yeah, if you don't act correctly, you'll burn in the fiery pit of hell for all of eternity. In the book of Matthew, and I'm just like, whoa, what was that last part? 9-year-old me wants to know what that last part was about. And so I had also, at that point, sort of gleaned that the Catholic Church says that kids who do not have adult sin, just, if they die, straight to heaven. That ding was on point. Video guys, bump that up. But yeah, they preach that, like, if you're a child and you do not have adult sin, like, straight to heaven, like a get out of hell free card. Do not pass go to heaven. And so I was like, tell me more. And being 9 at the time, I was like, I need to know what the cutoff is. So I went up to my mom, and being a mother of 5, by the time it got to me, being the 5th child, she would just be like, for like whatever I said while she's busy doing real shit. And so I was like, so Mom, like about this whole die young and go straight to heaven thing, would you say, I'm 9.5 at this time, would you say it's spitballing here, 10? 10? And she's just like, yeah, absolutely. So that's how, for the next 6 months, I found myself going to bed every night just like this. Dear God, kill me now. All right, thanks, guys. I've been Mark Taylor.
Keep it going for Mark Taylor, ladies and gentlemen.